Genuinely zero, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Paul Robinson scored from about 90 yards past me once.
I remember Alex Ferguson always used to tell you before, during and after them games, do not get sent off, Wayne. Do not get sent off.
If you could score a last-minute header, where would you love to score it and why?
Villa Park against Ben Foster.
Have you ever been scored against, by the way?
No.
I've been scored past once, and it's a horrible feeling, mate.
No, never.
I think a header wouldn't be the end of the world, but...
You nearly scored one against Kepa.
I did nearly score, and it was
I remember.
as well, yeah. But mine was about... Paul Robinson scored from about 90 yards past me once. Never mind. It happens, mate, it happens.
I saw a picture on the Instagram the other day. On the Instagram, I nearly said that. On the Instagram. I saw a picture on the internet the other day. You just put a decent tackle on big Leo Messi, yeah? But Leo didn't like it. He weren't having it, mate. He wanted a bit of beef, basically. What was that story and what did he say to you there?
He's incredible, obviously. For me, the best ever. And I think, you know, if you let players like that have their own way and give them too much respect, they're obviously going to run the game. So, you know, sometimes you just have to let them know you're there and try and knock them out of the stride. And he didn't like it, obviously, and he was giving me a bit in Spanish. But
what was it? Come on, what's he saying?
Yeah, he was obviously calling me the word for donkey, but also translates as, you know, just goes around kicking people. And then we went up the tunnel and he was going mad at half-time, saying just because I megged you, a few years ago.
That?
Yeah.
Oh, grow up, Leo. Stop giving it the big one,
to be honest, he can say what he wants, can't he?
No, I don't care who you are, mate.
Of course he can.
No, I'm not having it, mate. Leo, you don't get to say what you want, please. Not having it, no chance.
So, yeah, I mean, and it turned out nicely in the end, obviously, with what happened in the second leg. So,
what fixture did you always look forward to the most and why?
Liverpool. I look forward to it for good reasons and bad reasons.
I remember Alex Ferguson always used to tell you before, during and after them games, do not get sent off, Wayne. Do not get sent off, just keep it under control, all right? I remember him saying that all the time.
It's funny you say that because I don't know if you watched with the Carabao Cup final. Obviously, Mendy played absolutely incredible in the game. So imagine you're Mendy, yeah? You're Mendy, you just played the game, probably man of the match, you'd say that, wouldn't you? And then all of a sudden, penalties are about to be taken and you see your number come up on the board. What are you doing?
No, I will be really angry. But he accepted.
Yeah.
Probably they talked before.
Yeah.
So he knew if they were going to penalty.
Do you think it's a good idea though?
No.
Do you think there's something in that?
No, obviously they won the Super Cup.
Yeah.
Doing that. So they thought, okay, let's do it again. But actually, as a goalie, when you're having a good game, you might have luck on penalties. Yeah. So I thought Mendy say one in the African Cup. Yeah. And they won the African Cup because he saved one pen. So he probably thinking, why are you taking me off? Yeah. You know, why? I said to Kat, actually I take Kat after I said, never take me off if I'm doing an outstanding game. If I'm struggling in the game, then the second goal is amazing on penalties, then I understand that. Maybe, I understand that. But in a final, having a clean sheet, playing outstanding, being probably man of the match, you can't.
You're going to bang a few of these at 140,
I'll get a few. But that feels very stiff.
That's an absolute doddle.
You think it is, bro, but the other boys would cream that.
I was going to offer to come and spot you then. I ain't
You don't reckon you got one of these in the tank?
No chance.
What would you do?
I think my maximum's about 100. I shouldn't have said that.
You said it. That's 120 off, come on. I got you. Just one rep.
Right, you're going to have to spot this, all right? I'm nervous now, OK? God, why did I say 100? Why didn't I say like 80 or 90 or something? God's sake.
I'm backing you.
All right, I did bench press yesterday, so I might be tired, right? So that's probably what it is.
Me too.
Right.
You ready?
Is that even, like, yeah?
That's even, mate.
A bit more. Oh, my God's sake. Right, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. There he is! That's a doddle, come on!
You've got the 140 up, I reckon.
My fly, I think I bust my fly then. I think my fly popped open. Look at that pro, putting the weights back as well.
That's it, mate.
OK, so Wimbledon, in my eyes anyway, it is the home of tennis, OK? The worldwide home of tennis, obviously being British, English, I'm going to say that anyway. Traditionally, though, tennis is a sport which is kind of, you know, it's observed in a really sort of calm, fashionable way. People are respectful, all that kind of stuff.
Similar to the football.
Yeah, right. Just like that. It's just like the football, yeah. But that's what Wimbledon's like anyway. Is there any places you've been around the world where it isn't quite observed in the same fashion?
Yeah, so like the Australian Open and the US Open are very different. You know, obviously, like you say here, when you're playing the points, you know, the crowd is pretty much in total silence.
Golf course, sorry mate.
Oh, there is a golf course there as well.
Oh, we haven't even got golf course on it.
You're just seeing
There's a
things and
football
saying
pitch.
it. Yeah, just write it down and cross it off.
Sorry, anyway, you were saying Australian Open, US Open.
Yeah, the Australian Open, US Open, it is very different. Like, you know, a lot of people shouting out during the points.
Is that frustrating?
Well, at Wimbledon, if that happens, you would notice it because the crowd is silent. So when someone shouts out, that's distracting. Whereas at the US Open, for example, where there's constant noise all the time, there's a constant buzz, it's less distracting in that atmosphere because there's always noise happening.
A bit of white noise
Yeah,
always there.
exactly.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I remember talking to Graham Stack, who was our goalkeeper coach at the time, and I said to Stacky, I said, what do you know about Emi Martinez, mate? What is he? And he turned round and he said, proper, mate, honestly, proper, watch him, yeah? And it kind of surprised me a little bit because I thought, here's a guy who's, 26 years old at this point? He's been in England for a long time, yet he's never really established himself. So I thought, oh, okay, if you're saying that, and Stacky knows his stuff, by the way, if you're saying that, I'll keep an eye on you. Mate, you hit the ground running, didn't you? You absolutely smashed it. We played Arsenal in the last game of the season at the Emirates, and I think we lost 3-0, but I'm not joking, you made about 7 saves. It was a joke, mate. Like, Danny Welbeck had about 3 one-on-ones, saving bits and bobs all around the shop, and I remember watching you thinking, he's going to do a bit, this guy. He is going to do a bit.
If you played Jamie 10 times, how many matches would he win?
In singles, 0. In doubles, maybe he'd win 1 or 2.
Genuinely 0, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Unlucky.
Not a lot of people might know this, but you actually used to be a goalkeeper, right?
I did, yeah.
But like properly, professionally kind of thing?
No, not professional, no.
Like you did academy and stuff,
under
yeah?
13s, under 12s and that, yeah.
Did you really?
I was no good. I was actually described as a young Ben Foster.
Shut your mouth, you were. It's because you're handsome, that's all it is.
Exactly,
It's 'cause you're handsome.
exactly.
We'll try and do a little bit of goalkeeping in a bit then, yeah?
I'm keen,
So I
yeah.
might have brought my gloves with me as well, yeah?
Hello, mate, you okay?
Yeah.
Come on. You are deceptively tall, like you're much taller than what I thought you were going to be.
I know.
Looking a
Everyone
million.
says that to me, yeah.
You are, you're looking $1 million, 35 years old.
I know, you're not bad for 39 yourself.
Don't you
so,
gotta mention my age, mate. Get out of
do
here.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looking well, mate. Come on, let's go.
That was like a very professional intro, that.
I
It was
know.
like really well done.
All right, here we go then. 66 yards, 60 wedge. I hate this bad boy, by the way.
Yeah, what, did you blade it through the back?
Last hole. That was all right.
Get in that bush.
He's got one of these in his living room at home, by the way.
Whoa,
Oh, look at the state of this ball. My God.
that's good. Go on, get down there.
That was unlucky, you know. 87 yards, middle of the fairway. Scumbag.
Please be a 1-pot. You can't be happy with that.
I think that's a draw, mate.
That's the most disgusting draw in the history of sport. That.
A draw's a draw,
He's lost
mate.
every hole.
A draw's a draw, mate.